A sada Marija Zarić. Freelance web dizajnerka i tehnička recenzentkinja iz Beograda, međunarodna predavačica, ljubiteljka fotografije i street arta. Kodiranje je za nju zabava, dizajniranje unutar brosera je još veća avantura. Radi sa klijentima iz cijelog sveta, pravi bootstrap teme koja koriste ljudi sa raznih kontinenata i u svakom projektu se trudi da spoji profesionalnost sa originalnošću. Volim da mislim da starter CSS koji nje dobija umetnički filter u završnici, pixel perfect, ali sa dušom. Kada se ne igra sa kodom, verovatno šeta gradom, tražeći inspiraciju za sledeću fotografiju ili mural koji će je motivisati za sledeći dizajnerski izazov. Izvolite.
She said it all. I finished. Okay. Hello to everybody. She said my name, mariazari.com. You can check out the website and find free website themes, photography for Unsplash. I was also a technical reviewer for the books about web design in general, learning web design, responsive design, bootstrap. Yes, for both Peck Publishing and O'Reilly Media. Also, I was international speaker. I am international speaker, sticker artist, and the cast of the awesome sticker movie documentary. All right. Now I will talk about the creation of small business websites from scratch in WordPress. My process, or maybe the cat process. Who, what, when, where, Okay, as an open source enthusiast, I have been creating and giving generously free HTML5 themes, responsive bootstrap themes, photography for Unsplash for more than a decade, and I love to be a part of that community where we can all learn, share, contribute, explore, experiment, play, respect, and have fun. There is a great quote in the city of mine with the beautiful thoughts. We have great street art in Belgrade. Create together for tomorrow. That is actually what we're doing when being open. We are creating together for tomorrow, all of us. Now, web is built on open source by wonderful, altruistic people. How many contributors do we have here today? Contributors. Okay, thank you. Many thanks for being open, kind, curious, humble, and enthusiastic. Okay, now my process consists of a couple of steps. Listen, discover concept, designing in the browser, testing, WordPress. The first step is listen. Communication skills are crucial. If there is no good communication, there will be no good collaboration. In this step, you will find out how many pages the client wants, to what are their design requirements, what is the final budget, what is the deadline, to whether they prepared the content for the website, because if they didn't, never send them lorem ipsum text in the design. Find some favorite quotes of yours and put it inside the text to see how it fits inside the structure of the page. Now, give yourself the best effort to have good vibration with your clients, good energy, so that everything can become kinetic on this great funky art such as open source. So the first step is listen, funky art, kinetic. I also love making GIFs, so you can say it from the very start. And this is also my sticker kinetic. 29. November, Belgrade. Okay, the second step is discover or research, depending on the type of the project or the client's requirements. It could be finding a new responsive framework or some part of the code of the responsive framework you're already using, some design inspiration, some functionality, some plugin. Design inspiration that I always get back to is Squarespace. I love their themes via their website. Here, I feel always like an explorer going to an uncharted territories. And I feel like a constant learner because learning should be a lifelong endeavor, not just your current priority. After the first two steps, I create the concept of the website in my mind without using any kind of wireframes or mockups. Maybe I used, for the last 15 years, 22 wireframes, 2 mockups, yeah. And I start designing in the browser, but before that, great free photo editing software that I use is photopea.com. How many of you have heard about photopea.com? Yeah, remember, it's free. So when you type in your browser, photopea.com, it opens up, and it's totally free. It has a user interface like Photoshop. It's great for free photo editing. It's great for making stickers. Website coding software that I use is Dreamweaver. I also suggest Sublime Text. All right, so instead of mockups, I start designing in the browser. How many of you are designing in the browser? A lot of you. Okay, because coding is fun. How many of you think that coding is fun? Yeah. Grasp the unknown and create the poetry of code, the poetry of life. Be a dreamer. So what is actually designing in the browser? Designing in the browser means seeing the design in the devices as soon as possible. As soon as possible, see the design in the surrounding in which it will work. So I sent you the clients instead of static image, HTML demos starting from index HTML, about, services, gallery, and there are lots of advantages working like that. So your design will be accurate 90%. That is enough advantage to start working like this. Then you will be much faster and you will cut the development time. Isn't the goal of all of us when making websites to cut the development time, to be much faster? And what is essential is that your clients will have a better understanding of the design once you send them HTML demos. They will test it on every device they have. They will send you the screenshot of these issues, maybe if you have some bugs, and then you will fix that via CSS media queries. You'll send them, resend them, and you work with index HTML starting from designing in the browser, not mockup. Finish that page within 3 days and start working on inner pages as well. Small business website you can make within 2 weeks. I mean, very easily, really small business to medium size. So like information. And of course, I feel funky today, so funky again. Funky. Now, feel free to download and use my free Bootstrap themes via my website, mariazaric.com/work/. They're ranging from cat shelter theme, then creative agency theme, hair salon one-page theme that you can make into coffee shop. What else I have? Creative agency, I said. Some business HTML and so on. So feel free to use them if you want to learn maybe HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and if you want to create, why not, small business website in HTML. Why do every website has to be in WordPress? I love HTML still. Or you can start from these themes and work in the process of mine. Start like this. And finally, we come to testing. Bug. I have so many bugs in my garden, so this is one of them. The next step is testing. Is your website device friendly? So I go through online emulators and real devices. Online emulators, they emulate real devices quite accurately. I suggest responsivetesttool.com. It's awesome. Test your website pages there. They're ranging from small devices to larger ones. It's awesome to test via this link. And then to go through real devices. With real devices, you will find all bugs, and your clients will send you all the bugs you have. So this is the concept how I test. And one thing, when you work with Bootstrap, how many of you are using Bootstrap? Yeah, I also use my responsive framework. They also give generously themes. So you won't make lots of bugs when you already use pre-made CSS responsive framework. You learn from some HTML demo. You just need more time then to learn again something more, to work with design, with typography, with colors and styles. And finally, after I finish with all the HTML, I start creating files for WordPress. These are all the files that you need. Not more, not less. Only these 5. Index.php, page.php, header.php, footer.php, and style CSS. Index.php, that is the template for WordPress homepage. Page.php is the template for all WordPress inner pages. Header.php consists everything that you want to see at the top of your website, including style CSS. Footer.php consists everything that you want to see at the bottom of your website. And style CSS is the design of your whole website. So this is how it works for me. I don't know if that works for you, but this is how I do. If you're creating a one-page website, you don't need page.php. You only need 4 files because page.php is for all WordPress inner pages. You then need only index.php. Now, are you familiar with this? PHP script, yes. What index.php consists of? Okay, it starts with PHP template name home. This is actually PHP comment, which is naming the template as home for WordPress homepage. PHP get header, calls for header PHP. This beautiful loop that I love, PHP while, have post, the post, PHP the content, PHP and while. is the loop that gives you the possibility, that gives your clients the possibility to update the main content via Classic Editor. But before that, you have to insert the main content from index.html to WordPress homepage. Does this sound easy? Huh? To me, this is easy as that. As I said, I use 1 to 2, 3 times themes, WordPress themes. Easier like this. Then we have PHP get footer, calls for footer PHP, body HTML, finishing of index PHP. Template for WordPress homepage only. Page PHP. It consists of PHP template name page, PHP comment that is actually naming the template page for all WordPress inner pages. PHP get header, calls for header PHP, PHP while, head post the post, PHP the content, PHP and while. So with this loop, you're giving the possibility to your clients to update the main content via Classic Editor, but before that, you have to insert the main content from every inner HTML page to every inner WordPress page. Yeah. PHP get footer, calls for footer PHP, body HTML, finishing of page PHP. As you can see, you only need index PHP, page PHP, inside header, you have header PHP, and you have inside header you have style CSS and you have footer PHP. So this is only files that you need, not in order not to complicate stuff. So I really love this kind of simplicity for me. Of course, we have to install the WordPress. It's easy. Download the latest version of WordPress, unzip the file, and upload it to the public HTML or similar directory. Create MySQL database and user. Configure the config PHP file. Run the WordPress install. Yeah. So what do we have here? How many of you have updated your WordPress website into WordPress 6.8.2 and upgraded it to the PHP version 8.3? Latest version. Okay. Yeah. Latest version.
2 days ago.
Yes, you have to. In order to have WordPress 6.8.2, you have to upgrade to PHP 8.3. So you cannot, leave PHP 2, but it's working like that. It's like, is it like the latest version? Yeah. This is the screenshot of my own website from scratch in WordPress, the main content. What do we have here? We have bio. What is the bio in WordPress page? It's the title. It's the link after your domain name. It's mariazaj.com/bio, mariazaj.com/services. Then we have this toolbox with only 2 components that we need. However, WordPress is going to be developed in the future. If you work like this, you only need 2 components. Can somebody guess which 2 components? Classic Editor and Edit as HTML. It's the only 2 components you need. It's so simple, believe me. Now, you don't need the first icon. Convert to blocks, you don't need 2. You need Edit. When you click on Edit, it's Classic Editor for your clients. Now, all of this is the main content, biography, future is creating, my favorite quote in life. So this is the main content. This is PHP the content. Yeah. Up we have header PHP, PHP the content, footer PHP. Easy as that. Now, what do I have to do in order to get to Edit as HTML? What do you think? We have left these 3 dots there. You see the three dots after Edit. All right, now you go to Edit as HTML. Edit as HTML, and click there. And this is opened up. Believe me, when I see HTML in WordPress, I'm so full of joy, happiness. Yes, because love of HTML and CSS motivated me to work like this. Not the other way around, to take premium themes, to don't know what's behind. I have a control when I work like this from the beginning to the end. 5 pages, 6 pages, 1 page, if the client wants that. It started from 2012. Some of my clients contacted me like, hey Maria, you have this free theme of yours. Can you make a small business website from scratch based on this HTML and design? I was like, yeah, I'll give it a try. And when I saw that this could be done, it's like, yeah, forever. I just hope that they're going to continue with these 2 components, so however it's going to be developed. In order to work like this, you have to have a certain knowledge of HTML, CSS, responsive framework, love PHP. This is PHP Basic, just one thing. This is PHP Basic. You already have here in a screenshot index PHP, page PHP, header PHP, and footer PHP. You just have to see online how that should be done. It's easy as that. You have style CSS. This is how I learned. What else in this part? Now, okay, HTML. And I still make HTML websites. So, yeah. Now, we're wondering, but how to create WordPress pages now that we install the WordPress, finish it all, activated the theme, we have to create new WordPress pages based on all what, I said before. This is all easy again. So this is the screenshot. You go to add page. This is opened up. So I put the title about, which is again link after your domain name. But how I work here, it's exactly the same with every other page. This could be homepage, about, services, gallery, contact. Except for the home, you're going to put template home. For all WordPress in a page, you're going to put page. Now, what do I need here? What do you think? How to do this? Come on. Okay, now, you have to click on a cross and go to classic. So you click on a cross, type classic, classic icon appears. That's what? Our classic editor for the clients. This is how you do with every page. Again, click on a cross, type classic, classic icon appears. Click there, classic editor is here. You have to put some content in order to add the toolbox with these two components. Maybe it's complicated for you. I see your faces. Maybe it's complicated. Yeah. To me, it's complicated to work with WordPress themes, Maybe, to me, this is easier. Maybe it's easier for you to work with them. But WordPress gives us an option, so you can choose however you want it. That's the truth. That's the honest truth. It's free, and you can, do whatever you can and how it suits you. So I put the text, open source is a funky art. Funky. Okay, save it. Voila. What you see here is exactly the same toolbox that you saw on my biography page. Yeah, so we have it now all. These two things I don't need, I have edit, and now under these three dots, I go to edit as HTML, and I insert the main content from about HTML to WordPress about page. Exactly the same with every other page. Now, when you click on edit as HTML, you have your HTML, and you feel happy. I feel happy when I see this. I'm like a kid on HTML and CSS. I wish maybe today the whole website still go back to HTML. You can understand me. Yeah. So if you want to go get back to Toolbox, you have to click on Edit Visual. It's not Visual. Visual is in your browser, but this is the main content. Cultivate curiosity, people. So much universe and so little time. Yeah. Okay. Now, click on Edit. Now, the first two icons, click on Edit. Classic Editor opens up. So this is for clients. They can make updates now with the text, with images, with links. Easy as that, with every other page. I will tell you, when I create these pages, I need 1 hour to make pages. I mean, it's just to put the main content in that within a couple of hours they're happy, like, yeah, we can do that by themselves. Yes, you can, of course. Believe it or not, some of my clients knew everything about CSS, HTML, PHP, and they did it there. I was like, what? Oh, that was their hobby. So then they were exploring it and then started to do like this. So yeah, I was quite happy to hear that too. All right, so here you have everything what you need for your clients. Every update, your clients will have a better understanding of design. They add something, they change the image based on the content you, of course, make. What else? I usually automatically update this type of websites, automatically. Small business website, when you work like this, there is no problem automatically to update them because you have 5 to 6 pages. You have maybe 1 plugin to 2 plugins. I have here on my website, I have 1 plugin. Okay, your website can be hacked. Of course, every website can be hacked. I mean, I think that there is no 100% protection of any website in the world. Still, yeah, I hope that providers are protecting us from that point. What else? For example, when you create this type of small website, for example, hair salon or a coffee shop, you can create a news, but you don't have to create it as a blog. You can create it as a page. Exactly in the same way, put the main content from news HTML to WordPress news page, create that page in WordPress, insert some type of text, images, and from time to time they can make an updates. So 5 to 6 pages, main content, they're making updates. It's not e-commerce, it's not, so they need this information for the people to see. So they have the latest news with hair salon style, coffee shops, I don't know, coffee with something and something. So yeah, and so they only make an update as the main content. If they want to make an update for menu, I work on HTML and get inside header PHP and change it all again. It may sound to you like this is maybe hard. You have free themes, premium themes. I'm into this for 20 years, so I have been working with tables, with Flash. I don't like Flash. With HTML, CSS, every responsive framework, WordPress, design, everything. I was also selling Bootstrap themes once upon a time. Now you have them online, and so on and so on. But what I didn't do, what's the thing I need here in order to finish? What do you think? Okay. When we finish working with this page and every other, you go to publish. That's all right. But before that, before publish, you have the blue icon. It's not blue, it's because of my mouse. Click there, this opens up. As easy as that. So this is the section that was in a WordPress 7 and 7 version. When you open the page, this is what was showing up. Now you have to click before publish to open it up. So I go to template page. You see, when I click on a page, this opens up like a box template. Template is defined the way content is displayed when viewing your site. So for all WordPress in pages, you're going to put page, that's index PHP, that's page PHP. For home page, you're going to put home, which is index PHP. This is the main difference. So you work there. Home page. It's really, really easy as that. What else? Do you have some questions to ask me? I think you find this hard. Do you find it hard? Come on. How many of you are into HTML and CSS here? You know what? To me, it sounded hard when you think about WordPress because people are always telling hardcore stories about WordPress programming and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, but that it could be simple, something to do simple that. No, so we won't complicate stuff. Just to do it like this, if you already have knowledge of HTML and CSS, this is easy. This is good. I love this way when client wants. Many of my clients still want HTML websites, one-page website and information. They're not selling anything. They just want an information, contact, menu, what else? Gallery of the coffee they have. HTML this, WordPress this, it's okay. Yeah. So you're gonna return back and click on publish. Pages are done. Every page works like this. Do you want me to repeat something?
About contact forms, are you using the plugins or?
I have been working with one form, and I have to admit I bought it. I bought that form. You have it for €5-6 and to put on a website because it had some functionality that I didn't know how to do. Still, these usual forms in PHP are easy to make, but still complicated. I admit, I do that too. So this open source world is awesome because you have so many generously given things that you can learn. So if somebody tells me you cannot, it's just because you think it's hard when it's not, again. So we have free images, frameworks, softwares. Just use it, give it a try. Contribute. How many of you would like to contribute with something? As I said, I asked you, but what are you doing now? Like you have some free WordPress themes, HTML, something here? No. Okay. So, another gift of mine, a grasshopper from my garden in a sci-fi version, synthwave version, 80s sci-fi. Okay, again, questions, thoughts, ideas, humor, you don't have any? Never mind. You find it hard. I just know, I see your faces. It doesn't matter, never mind. It's how I work. You don't have to do it. You don't have to, Okay, but still, when I finish it all, you have to recycle all of your finished projects as the templates for the future projects. So whoever starts out with 0 HTML, 0 CSS, 0 Bootstrap, 0 something, you're again wasting your time. Do you do that? You start from some finished project for the new one. Do you do that? Yes, of course. I still know people who are like, oh yeah, I'm starting from 0. Why? Just wasting time. So yeah, I love this part. It's this talk about atomic design and responsive design. All of our finished projects are templates for the future projects. This is how you're supposed to do. At the end of my talk, I will say that future web is emotional intelligence, not artificial intelligence. I detest to pronounce even that word, artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence? Imitation of a human brain. It's not the spirit, it's not the soul, it's you know. But still, it is so much money involved with artificial intelligence that I don't know why they are doing that. People invented these machines, not robots themselves. So I'm just wondering, why is that? Because, somebody said that, yeah, they won't replace us, but they're doing it. Photopea.com implemented on their photo editing software, generate with AI. Image. Do you know how that works with me? Like, I'm a photographer too, and when I see that people are doing that without any kind of joy and suffering, we've been through joy and suffering through thousands of years, fall down, up, and stuff. And now some machine is going to tell you, oh, I like that tag. Here it goes. Here's the image. And yeah. So yeah, I really think that compassion, human connection, human creativity, and human knowledge still matter. I hope that, the 80s, I love the 80s and the 90s music. Terminator was definitely like some kind of a movie that saw the future, with everything. 80s were the future, and still they are. So I hope that's not going to be artificial intelligence, the issue. Machine. What is the machine? They're just giving, you give them inputs, they get, outputs of our brain. Nothing else. So I really, really hope that humanity will prevail with good people, good energy, peace, love, laugh, and staying alive. Many, many, many thanks. Where's my friend Maria? Yeah, this cat has a half tail. She came to my garden, and she does this very frequently, but I said I love bugs. So I don't have any problem with this. She's waiting for the food. Yeah.
Any questions?
Yeah.
I have one question, but actually it's not, it's more like a general question. I see that you're doing great stuff in WordPress and in general HTML and CSS. And then on the other side, you're also creative and you do some stickers and you have street art. So I'm wondering, usually this is two totally opposite things, because if you are creative soul, which is obvious, then how can you sit and start with HTML and CSS without oh my god, this is so boring?
It's because I was working by designing in the browser. I saw the code. I saw the design already. So not working with mockups, I wanted to see how I can make something work. And then I had images, I had typography, I had colors. That was my focus in that sense. But still, yeah, I was sitting at some point at some long hours. I never said HTML it's boring, but I thought that people are complicating stuff too much. Everything is update this, update that. Oh, it's not the latest, you're not the latest, what's the latest, who's the latest? Update yourself, I think we should, in a way, to find our own path. But yes, I love art. Maybe I can call myself more an artist. Still, I'm into this, so yeah. And sticker art and photography, And as she presented my talk, yes, she was right. So yeah, I have long walks through the city. And then you come back, and then you again start coding, but you see what you're doing. Because here they say, oh, designer is doing in Figma, designer is doing in Photoshop. No, designer should know how to code, because you're controlling the stuff then. If you're sending screenshots to a developer, how are you going to explain all the stuff? Because you have responsive design, so many devices are out. You send one index HTML, it's tested on every device, and they're happy, I like this typography. Can you put a logo larger? That's crazy when they start that, but then you explain them into an email, it's not possible in that way. I can put something else. Yes, here the images, some images they left behind, and they want me to put that, but yeah. Yeah, I'm at a crossroad. I have a strong passion for both. Yes, I can find hardcore programming boring, let me tell you. When we're 100% into complexity like this, that, But still, when you find your path between art, knowledge, I love it all. I also love movies. I hope to make another one still. I hope for that too. It's about sticker, yeah. So we'll see. Maybe some other movie about something else, yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. Maybe that's madness. Believe me. Maybe that's called madness.
Yeah,
I
know
think there should be a sort of madness when you work all this stuff, especially with art, and then knowledge, and then this, and then that. So I'm mad. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And she's mad all the time.
And she's so cute.
Yeah. And she came to my garden with this half tail. I was like, she's gonna die. But they have 9 lives, and then she's eating. She likes water. When I put the water, she's running around. She's totally in water. Like cats are afraid of water. She's not. Meow. She talks like that with me. I'm crazy, yeah.
Any other questions? Or we can go to the coffee break.
Yeah, we have coffee break all the time.
Coffee break. Yeah, people, coffee break. Thank you for your time. Many thanks again.